Fusi, when Jonny approached you to tell your story, what were you thinking?
I took it as an opportunity just to voice out my cry about the situation that I'm in. So I was very happy about that.
You spoke about being both depressed and angry in prison, which obviously is a natural thing to feel after what happened to you. How did you deal with that?
It was just a question of acceptance. After serving almost 6 years, I thought that it was time for me to accept I'm in prison, to focus on the positive things that I can do while I'm still there. At the same time, fighting for my freedom.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it took a very long time. You kind of never gave up, though, did you? You kept trying.
Yes, all the years. Since my imprisonment, from day one, I started fighting for my freedom until the time I have exhausted all the remedies that are there in law to can appeal.
So, Kulu, how were you coping with your time behind bars?
Remember, you were behind the bars. You exactly know, you don't know why you were behind the bars. You leaving, get good message from the family. You will even get bad message from the family. Somebody passed away. It was too bad, really bad. What I can never forget in my life, I will always say thanks for our former president, Mr. Nelson Mandela, because it was not for his power, maybe was supposed long time to be hung for nothing. Because I remember the last day when judge gave us sentence, Mr. Malhebe tell us we are very, very lucky because that sentence was suspended, was supposed to going to be hung. It was on Thursday. He tell us it was supposed tomorrow on Friday, it was supposed to be hung. We're not supposed to be inside in community. It was bad, really. But what we're crying for, our future. Our future has been lost for nothing. We're in prison for nothing because of our ANC supporters. You can't believe when you come out, you have nothing, you know, family. You don't know where you must go to find the pieces to start crash to build your family, to build your future. We spent 19 years in prison. I remember when the first time I was 30 years old, but now I'm just few seconds to go to pension. I have nothing. Who's going to close all the gap for my future, for my children?
Fusi, those first few steps that you took once you were released, what was that like?
Arriving outside, to me, it's like I was arriving in a totally new world that I didn't know. The other thing is that of having lost both my parents and a brother while I was in prison. So it was very difficult to accept it all the time in prison that they are no longer alive. So it was a reality when I arrived outside. I was happy to be released, to be outside, and at the same time, it was very painful, on the other hand, having lost my parents and a brother.
Did you feel a sense of relief at all?
Partly, yes. Yes. Even today, by staying so many years in prison, to heal, to be totally healed inside is going to take, it's a process that is going to take years. It's just a matter of knowing how to deal with that situation. Yes.
So, Kula, when you were finally freed and you also were released from prison, what was going through your mind?
Yeah. What I can say now, I was like a 2 days baby that was born. I won't believe it's me. But after 2 days I was in home, I realized there is nothing, I'm only one. There's no mother, there's no everything. Yeah, it was hard. Really, it was hard. Even today, still. What do we ask? As government know what happened for us. We need some people that can stand behind us, or government can hear us. How long must we wait until we're dead, and then they can talk to us? Above of our grave. But now the government must do something. We're still waiting. When? They know when. We don't know.
You've come a long way since you were released. What have you done since then? I mean, I believe you've now got a family, you're working.
Yes, immediately after our release, maybe 3 months down the line, we are offered the job. We are working currently at the Bethlehem local municipality. And I'm married to a lady that I love much, Deborah. She's having 2 children of her own. I have 1. So the life is going on.
Fusi, if you could speak to those people who imprisoned you, what would you say to them?
I would ask them to come out clear as to why they send us to prison, whereas they know exactly that we never committed any crime. I mean, the people who committed the crime confessed before them, confessed before the court, even before the TRC. So I find no reason as to why we were sent in prison for so long. And the perpetrators were released, and we served more 12 years down the line when they were released. Their criminal record were expunged. We are still sitting with a criminal record. That's all that I can ask to them. Yes. I strongly believe the justice system is still failing people. Why I'm saying this, you'll see when there is a crime committed, there will be an arrest. After a while, a person will be sent to prison, but after having gone through all the processes of appeal, the very same person will then be released on appeal. And it clearly shows that here and there are things that need to be fixed in terms of the administration of justice in South Africa.
So, Kula, at the moment in the country, people are calling for the death penalty. And you were just speaking about how if it weren't for the changes that had been made during the transition government with the abolishment of the death penalty, you might have been a casualty of that. So just your response to the current calls for people to face the death penalty again.
For me, but since what happened now is, when you kill someone, you must supposed to be killed. But make sure you kill, not just suspect. The same as rape. Make sure, not just suspect. That's how the law must be. That's good for me, and I don't know for you or for somebody else. Yeah. When you kill someone for something else, no matter what, there's no one have power to kill someone. We're all equally in front of face of God.
Fusi, have you read Jonny's book?
Yes, I.
And what did you think?
No, it's a very nice book.
Are you happy with it?
Yes, I'm very much happy about it. Yes.
Sukela, have you read the book?
Not yet. Not yet. But I hope it's good.